Hey, what's up you guys? It's Lexi and I am back today with another video. I decided that I'm going to try and post every Tuesday and every Saturday because those are my 2 days off work and it's just what happens to be the most convenient for me. I'm going to do a 50 facts about me video just so that we can, you know, sort of get to know each other a little better. And if you want to leave a fact about you in the comments, you should do that. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it because I don't want to talk your ear off. When I was 13 years old, I was diagnosed with scoliosis, which for those of you who don't know is a curvature of the spine. They happened to catch mine really late in the progression of the curvature. I had 4 curves. The largest one was, I believe, like 80 degrees, maybe more than 80 degrees, and I had to have surgery to correct it. I went through a 10-hour surgery and came out of it with 2 rods, 18 screws, and 4 hooks. I had to go through inpatient therapy when I was 17, which sounds kind of like a downer fact, but honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. When I was going through that time in my life, I didn't really know who I was or who I wanted to be, so I walked out of there with this very, like, renewed energy. Kind of just became who I am today, I think. I came out as gay September of 2016 after I met my current girlfriend because I didn't want our relationship to be, you know, a secret. I do have a girlfriend. Her name is Samantha. She is my best friend and the love of my life, and I'm so blessed to be with her. When I met Sam, she was living in Wisconsin and I was living in Illinois. So I moved from Illinois to Wisconsin last year and I've been living here for about a year now. That was stupid. I live about a half hour away from Milwaukee and I really like it here. I try to visit my family in Illinois as often as I can, of course, and it's been really cool being here with her and not having to do like the long distance thing anymore. My favorite musical artists include Dave Matthews Band, Pink Floyd, and Tosh Sultana, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. In no particular order. They're all wonderful. I'm obsessed with dogs. I really love dogs. My spirit animal is the deer. I meditate every once in a while, and once while meditating, my higher self came to me with like a big antler headdress on, and I ended up looking up the meaning of the deer and it resonated very deeply with me, so I think that's something kind of interesting. I need to like start checking these off because I don't know where I am. Has it really already been 7 minutes? Holy shit. I'm working on a full sleeve tattoo and I'd say that I have about a half sleeve right now. I'm 20 right now, but my 21st birthday is next month, May 12th. And if you think that I'm gonna throw down on my birthday, you are absolutely right. I go through periods of not wearing makeup and then I'll get through that period and then I'll start wearing like a full face of makeup. I just started wearing makeup again after I'd say like 3 months of not wearing any makeup, so it kind of just depends on what I'm feeling. I really enjoy kind of giving my skin a break and letting it breathe every once in a while. But right now I'm enjoying the glam, so. I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual. I feel like that's so stereotypical. I am a huge chocolate fanatic. The chocolatiest chocolate dessert is my favorite. I am doing my best right now to be more conscientious about the waste that I'm producing. I have 2 half-sisters and 4 half-brothers. I'm the baby. I don't really consider them my half-siblings. They're just my siblings. I love them. That was bad. I'm teaching myself to play the ukulele. My favorite beverage always has been and always will be sweet tea. My dad is 6'8" and I'm 5'9". Speaking of my dad, my middle name is Ryan because his middle name is Ryan and he wanted me to be named after him. My job involves working with airplanes and I love it. My hair is its natural hair color for the first time in years. I had 2 YouTube channels when I was 13 years old. And they're incredibly humiliating. I have been to the ER twice for fainting. I have no speeding tickets. I have journaled consistently since my teen years. I love warm colors such as yellows, oranges, and peachy colors, hence my blankets over there. But my all-time favorite color is green. You already know this if you watched my first video, but I am going to Kenya next February for the entire month. So far, I have only been out of the country once, and that was when I went to Mexico the summer of 2015 with my grandmother, my cousins, and my sister. This tattoo on my wrist, that's it right there. It was a kitchen tattoo. Sorry, Mom and Dad. My favorite YouTuber is CJades. I would be best friends with her if I could. I also love Loey Lane and Whitney Simmons. I understand Spanish pretty well, but I can't speak it for shit. My sisters and I have this handshake that we came up with when we were younger, and we now do the handshake every time we are leaving each other. One of my favorite summer pastimes is hanging out with my parents and going either biking or kayaking. My parents are really adventurous. They really like the outdoors, and it's really fun getting to spend that time with them. Last year, my girlfriend Sam and I drove to Peoria, Illinois for a Thomas Rhett concert all the way from Wisconsin. We got to the hotel, fell asleep right away, and missed the concert, so that sucked. I recently started watching The 100 on Netflix. I've never really been into sci-fi before, but it's kind of intriguing, and I think I might like to venture out and explore some more sci-fi. Along those lines, I have never seen Star Wars, but I would be more than willing to watch them all. When I was about 5 years old, my cousin and I got trapped inside of a chicken coop. I was trying to like communicate with the chickens and like get them to open up the door for me. They didn't. I used to work as a certified nurse's assistant, but when I moved to Wisconsin, my certification was no longer valid and I have found work elsewhere. I love kids. Love them. My dream vacation would have to be Australia. Sunflowers are by far my favorite flower. I am super close with my grandma. She's the coolest freaking grandma anyone could possibly have. She's like my best friend. I have a fear of ravioli because when I was a little kid, I choked on a piece of ravioli and the fire department was called, and it was just really scary. I obviously am fine. Just can't look at ravioli anymore. I'm exaggerating. I have 2 nieces and 2 nephews, and they're adorable. I would love to get my motorcycle license someday. When I first started driving, I was really bad. I terrified my mother, so my brothers had to teach me to drive. They're mechanics, so they're just around cars a lot, and they kind of just understand the mechanics of a car, obviously. I am literally my mom's twin, which is amazing because my mom's gorgeous. Our childhood photos are literally identical. My dad's side of the family has a wooden cottage in Michigan, and it was built by my great-grandfather. I procrastinate getting in the shower, but then once I'm in there, I procrastinate getting out. My least favorite food ever is green beans. I love plants, but unfortunately I don't have a green thumb at all. So Sam and I have 1 plant in our room, and that's about all I can handle. It's doing good, so I don't want to screw that up, so I'm just gonna stick to having 1 as much as I want 30. So that was my 50 facts about me. I have like a half hour of footage to edit and splice together and everything. So I'm gonna do that because if you can subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end the video right now because it's long as shit. So bye. Okay, sure.